chismosas, people are really upset with Eugenio Derbez right now, because if you guys didn't already see, he recently did an interview where he was talking about Selena Gomez in her new movie Emilia Perez, and he had a lot to say about her acting skills and her accent, and we gotta talk about it. Now, typically here is where I put the clip of him talking about her in the interview, but it's pretty long, so I'm gonna do my best to summarize it and translate the best I can. Now, essentially, he starts off by saying that he had the opportunity to go see Emilia Perez, and that he feels like Selena Gomez's work in the movie is just not defendable. Now, the interviewer actually shared the same sentiment, and she's like, that's exactly how I felt. The entire time I was watching the movie, I was looking around and I couldn't believe that people weren't laughing at how terrible the acting and her talking in Spanish was. It just doesn't make sense, because, you know, she's an amazing actor, she's an amazing singer, but Spanish isn't her first, her second, or even her fifth language. So obviously when she is saying things, I don't think she actually even knows what she's saying, so she can't really convey real emotion or do a good acting job, essentially. And she goes on to say that she feels like this really impacted her job doing the singing as well, because she feels like she didn't really understand the dialogue, because obviously it's not her main language, so she doesn't really know how to convey everything. So she was either going to one extreme and screaming the words, or going the opposite way, and there was no real emotion in it. And then Eugenio goes on, yes, exactly, that's exactly how I felt. Give me 5. I'm so glad that you're saying this, because I feel like a lot of people are not saying this. And she's like, yeah, people are not saying this because they are afraid to say anything and speak out because it's Selena Gomez. And yes, people are going to come out and defend her, obviously, because she is very well loved, and that's great, but that doesn't take away from the fact that she didn't do well in the movie. And then Eugenio takes it a step further, and he was like, yeah, and that's why it's so baffling to me that she won an award for this, and she keeps winning awards in the United States. And I think that that's only for one reason, because people that are giving her these awards don't know Spanish. They don't speak Spanish, so they don't understand how bad it was. Now, I think the worst part of all of this is the fact that this got back to Selena Gomez, and she actually commented under the video, and she said, I understand where you are coming from. I'm sorry, I did the best I could with the time I was given. It doesn't take away from how much work and heart I put into this movie. And obviously, I think they all knew what was going to happen when they released this interview. It was going to be rage bait, and people are out here obviously very upset at the interview and trying to defend Selena Gomez. And on top of everything, it looks like Eugenio Derbez was actually there at the opening of the movie, and he had actually posted about it with a picture with Selena. So people are now calling him a hypocrite, because he was like, hey, I had the opportunity to see the movie. It was a great movie with great acting. Thank you for inviting me. Mexican pride. Now, that's unfortunate, because now people are like, okay, I bet he was even out here telling Selena how great she was, and now he's in this interview saying how terrible she was. So that's definitely not a great look for him. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. I feel like people are divided on this. Some people really think that she didn't do a great job overall with... But anyway, chismosas, I'm very curious to know what you guys think about this. Do you guys agree with Eugenio, or do you guys think that he's totally out of line? Let me know down below in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow for more gossip, chisme, and all things tea.